Here we are again at Canadian Wrench. Driving home yesterday, I ran into a problem. You know what it was? It wasn't the fact that the belt came off. It's the fact that the pulley came off of the alternator. That's not that old. And I don't know where the pulley went. I think I heard it rolling down the road. I wasn't far from home, so I limped it home. But we're going to throw a new alternator on it. So this is a dead easy repair. First thing we're going to do is disconnect the negative off the battery, isolate the power, because this big wire that's right here, it's under here, got the famous 10 mil holding it on, it's live. So we want to isolate that power. Then we're going to take two bolts out, one here, one over here. Where is it? It's down here. Don't have to worry about the belt because it was self-ejecting. We'll unplug this wire here and we'll undo that wire there. And then it's off to the parts store, see if we got warranty on this thing, and put the new one on. It's going to be a fast video. So this bolt right here is a long bolt. We'll pull that out. That goes all the way through here. And I forgot to tell you about one. There's 13 that goes to this bracket, which goes to your exhaust manifold. So I've already loosened it off, obviously. And we'll pop that out. And I will show you a little trick getting the new one on. There's a little sleeve in here. Can we see it? Yeah, we can. There's a little split. And all you do is just tap it a little bit that way. And it opens up this space in between here. And makes the new alternator easy to go in. And in case you're thinking, well, I just put the pulley back on and thread the nut, yeah, it really damaged that shaft. Yeah, somebody got the shaft, I can tell you that. All right, so it should come off fairly, oh, what do we have under there? It should come off fairly easy, which it did. It hasn't been on that long, like I said. Under there we have the lock washer. It went there, I guess, on the other side of the pulley. So I wonder what other bits we'll find in here. Better have a good look around. And we're gonna get a new belt as well. I didn't see any marks or anything in this one, but I don't know, it was wrapped all over everything. It's got some scars. Put the new one on. All right, well, I'm gonna have a quick peek around, see if I can see any other bits. The pulley, I imagine, is somewhere on the road. On the way home there. What do I see down there? There's that alternator pulley. So I guess the only thing that really flew off was the nut. And now would be a good time to look at that rad to make sure that it didn't go flying through that. I didn't see any coolant leaking, so I guess that's a good thing. All right, I'm gonna fish that pulley out. Right down the bottom. Oh yeah. Very nice. Wow. Okay, off to the parts store. All right, so I just tap this back a bit. This is the way I do it. I just tap it a little bit there. You could use channel locks if you wanted. And it's this piece here that just slides in a bit. You can actually see it out the other side. So actually when you tighten this bolt up, it'll tighten up against your alternator. So that's easy. New alternator's here. Let's stick it on. So everything's tight, plugged back in, wires on. There's only the 3 bolts, so it wasn't all that hard. Yeah, now I'm just waiting for a belt. All right, new belt's on. This is how I do it. Just a 5/8 socket on a long flex head, 1/2-inch drive ratchet. Takes a lot of torque to push that tensioner all the way up. Anyway, the belt's on. I always check every pulley. I just run my finger over it and make sure it is seated properly in all those ribs. All right. Okay, I'm gonna fire it up. What I want to see is that gauge in the middle. quite nicely according to that gauge. Now, just because I put one of these in, and it also tells you your output. I never use a cigarette lighter anyway, so I just thought that was a handy little thing. And yeah, just gotta remember to turn it off, because it does eventually drain the battery. So, gauge is working, awesome. Alright, everything was great. I topped up the antifreeze because it did get hot on the way home. I actually had to pull over because it was getting too hot, and I was only about a mile from home. And I know you're saying, hey, but he's Canadian, it's just a kilometer. No, sometimes it's just saying how far I broke down is just a mile. Anyway, antifreeze was good there. Check the oil, that was good. So thumbs up, everything's awesome. When I drove home, because this belt had come off, because that pulley had come off, power steering wasn't being driven. Power steering assists the brakes. This is Hydraboost, not vacuum assisted. So no power steering, no assist in the brakes. So it was all leg power there, pushing that thing down, and all arm power steering as well. Anyway, enough complaining. I'm happy it's fixed. Hopefully they're going to warranty that alternator. I think it's got a 2-year warranty, and it's been on about 18 months. So anyway, I'm happy about that. Now let's get on that other beast I was working on. Hope you liked the video. Everything's going great again with this truck. Can't kill these old ones. All right, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.